everyone, Angie is here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about relationship management. It is an important pillar of emotional intelligence, and it is the last one. And previous pillars I explained in my last videos. I talk about self-awareness, social awareness, and self-management. Now it's the time to speak about relationship management as a last pillar. So let's just recap one more time that we had actually self-awareness and self-management as inward pillars of emotional intelligence, and then we have social awareness and relationship management as a two outward pillars of emotional intelligence, which means that are more for the outside world and how we are interacting with other people. And when we are speaking about relationship management, why is the last one? Because it is the ability to use the awareness of the first two pillars, self-awareness and also self-management, and also understanding of the social awareness in order to manage and interact with other people successfully. Meaning that basically the relationship management can be described as the ability to use awareness of your emotions and emotions of others to manage those relationships successfully. And now how we do so, basically. There are several things how we can build stronger relationships based on the previous knowledge and based on the previous pillars. And this is basically by actually acknowledging the people's feelings. That means when we are interacting with other people and when you see that somebody is going through something or experience a certain emotion, you should be able to acknowledge that emotions and also show them that you understand them and that you empathize with them. That's the first thing first. Second thing is that you need to remember that little things are the big things. What that means. For some people, little things, for some people, it seems that for them, it's like for you, it's a little thing, but for other people, it's a big thing. What do I mean by that? I mean, like when somebody tells you something, they really like the dog or a cat and they have their pet back home, right? Or wherever. And they are telling you how they love their dog, let's say, and you're in the workplace and you get to know them, you get this information. And let's say, unfortunately, something happened to the dog, or maybe it got injured or whatever, and they come to you and they say, like I feel really sad today, or I feel very, very annoyed and anxious what's going to happen with my dog, right? And it kind of worries me that I cannot focus on my work properly. And then you might be thinking, oh, well, I don't have a dog. I don't like dogs. For you, it's a little thing, right? And you're thinking, oh my God, this person is stressing over the dog. But for them, it's a big thing. For them, it's something they are very, very, very concerned about, and they really love their dog. So this is what I mean. You need to acknowledge those things. For you, it's maybe a little thing, but for other people, it's a big thing. You don't need to go to that person and say, oh my God, this is just a dog, That's very wrong. You need to say, all right, I understand. And I actually really, can feel, and I can actually really understand what you mean by saying that, because I can imagine how much you love your dog, right? I hope it's going to be fine, all it's going to be good. And, let's see, and let me know, keep me posted what's going on, and I understand how you feel, right? Even though this is the cognitive empathy, you maybe don't have the same emotion about a certain thing, but you're trying to understand it, right? So there's a second thing. Third thing is to be reliable, be trustworthy. When people tell you something, you keep it to yourself. You do not go around in the workplace and gossip and tell everybody everything, right? Number 4 is to also try to basically acknowledge to people, this is hard, or how do you feel about it? What do I mean by that? This is hard. For example, somebody comes to you and say, oh my gosh, I got a project to work on, right? And it's kind of very hard for me to understand all these moving pieces, right? And maybe for you that project is very, very simple, right? But you don't say, oh my God, don't worry, that project is very simple. I just did it in 2 weeks and that's it, right? You don't say that, because this is not how you build strong relationship with people. This is not how you connect. You need to say, all right, I understand that this is hard for you. All right, I totally understand. It's not easy project, right? And I know it's hard. Acknowledge it that it's hard as well, because for them it's hard. And also, you know that it's hard in the beginning, right? So you need to acknowledge it because it means to people. Then people say, oh my gosh, my colleague, who already completed this project before, actually said that this is hard. It's not an easy one. And also their accomplishment afterwards will be even more higher, and they're gonna even gain more self-confidence, right? So those 4 little things that you can do actually can strengthen your relationships with other people. And don't forget that success of the team depends on the synergy and trust that is built in the organization within the team. And the way how it's built is built by being more emotional intelligence, taking care of the relationship, investing in the relationship with your colleagues, with your peers, with your managers, and trying to basically build all these 4 pillars of emotional intelligence in order to build emotional intelligence skill as a manager. Alright, if you like this video, please hit the like button and of course subscribe to the channel for the next future leadership videos. Until the next time, stay ambitious.